Don't you hate it when something really crappy happens and then it just compounds? Something else happens and then something else happens and then something else happens. And by the end of the day, you're just like, screw it. This life thing's not for me. Watch this video and you're going to learn how to turn those shitty days around. Hey guys, what's up? So today we are going to be talking all about what to do when you have a bad day. So the last 2 days have been not fun for me. I woke up yesterday, broke something almost within the first 5 minutes of waking up that belonged to my boyfriend, and it's something that means a lot to him, and I broke it. And then what else happened? I literally cried over spilt milk because I had a jug of milk and I dropped it on the ground and it fell down and all this stuff. Super embarrassing. Just cried because I was like, this is the worst day of my life. And then yesterday kind of trickled into today, and I woke up and I spilled a 1 liter bottle of water all over my bed, soaked into the mattress. I went to Starbucks and bought some snacks and turned a corner and the snacks went all over the ground. It's been a trip, guys. It's been a trip. And I have not dealt with it properly, but I wanted to hop into this YouTube space right now and talk about it because I think we don't talk about all the crappy stuff that happens in our biz and in our lives and how that affects us and what we can do to move forward from that. So here we go. If you're having a bad day, like I am, or in this case, 2 days, what you're gonna do is you're gonna breathe. And yeah, I mean breathe, breathe, because so many of us get trapped in shallow breathing, and the best thing to ground us and really bring us back down into center and into our bodies and into a more slow pace, less I hate you, Amy lifestyle is by breathing. So the best thing that I suggest for you is to inhale for 4 breaths, exhale for 4 breaths, or inhale for 4 breaths, hold it for 4 breaths, exhale for 4 breaths, hold it for 4 breaths, and repeat. If you do this for a minute or 2 minutes, not only one is it meditating, it's also gonna really just calm you the F down. Number 2 is don't beat yourself up. I beat myself up a lot, a lot, and it's really hard for me to be like, oh my God, why didn't you hold on to the milk? Or how could you break this? Or how did you spill that? And it just sucks straight up, but it was an accident. It's not like I was I'm going to ruin the next 2 days of my life. No, I did this by accident, and I'm hoping that it won't happen again. So what I need to do is I need to be happy with myself, forgiving with myself, and make sure that I know that it was a mistake and mistakes happen and everything's good. Okay, so the number one thing that you need to do in order to make sure that you do not have a bad day that runs into 2 days or 3 days or a year or 7 years is that you need to not dwell on it. I find that whenever I dwell on something, regardless if it's bad or good, it just keeps popping up. For instance, had a really bad day yesterday, as you guys know, and I couldn't stop thinking about how I can't hold on to things. But I just couldn't hold on to it. I was dropping the milk, the water bottle, the thing that belonged to my boyfriend, all this stuff, and it was just dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And I was getting so frustrated. I was like, what's going on? I started Googling muscle disorders. I started figuring out if I'm dying or whatever. And the reality is that I truly honestly believe that I just created more and more and more and more and more energy towards it, or I gave more energy and I put forward more energy toward the situation, and by doing that it just created the same situation again and again, and that was really not great, and it really helped me probably continue to up over and over and over again, because I just kept thinking, oh my God, what's going on with my hands? What's going on with my hands? And then when I would go and I would lift it up, it would just drop. It's kind of weird, but honestly, if you put that attention there, it's gonna keep coming up. And I see this in business. When I make a mistake over and over and over and over again, I just dwell on it, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then I make the same similar mistake again, even though in my brain I'm like, no, I'm gonna make sure everything's good, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at all the steps, I'm doing all this, and even though I do that, somehow something gets misstrewn in the data, or something's not linked up properly, or whatever it is, and I'm so hard on myself. And then because I'm dwelling on it and I'm in this cyclical little like shitstorm, it just keeps happening and happening and happening and happening. And that's really what I think happens when we have these progressions of like crap that come into our lives, be it dropping milk, or, you know, just having the worst relationships, or something like that. If you are someone that gets sick over and over and over again, like I used to, it's the same thing. It's this energy that we're putting out, we're focusing on it. And because we're focusing on the spilt milk, or the fact that we can't hold on to anything, or the fact that we keep making mistakes, or the fact that we have no money, or the fact that our relationships stink, that keeps coming up because we're just so nervous of it happening that by thinking about it, it happens. If you guys also have crappy days, let me know. Tell me the worst thing that's ever happened to you in the comment section below. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Hit the bell, get notified. Most of my videos are all about virtual assistant, building your business, things like that. But really, if we don't talk about life, we're not going to be able to really get into the thick of our business, because all our life issues, all our personal stuff, it almost always, as in always, bleeds into our business somehow. So if you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, comment on it, let me know what's going on, and I will see you in the next video.